What's going on, all? Welcome back to Tuesday Night. Roleplaying Unlimited presents Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. It is hot August evening here. We hope you're having a good night. And with me on this side of the table, we have our Tiefling Sorcerer, Nadir. What's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Hope to have a good time and see some good action here in hell.
Good action in hell. Well, we're definitely going to see some action. Remains to be seen just how good it's going to be. We do have Grulock in character, but out of character, James is not with us tonight, so our attending players are going to divide the Grulock fighting duties amongst themselves. So, skipping on over to the other side of the table there. Now in possession of the Golden Shield of Gargoth, as evidenced by his picture, we have Squee. What's going on?
Yes, this is Scree's shield. It was always Scree's shield, and if anybody tells you that that's not true, but he said, "Hey, hi, hey guys, Salafio, I was just cleaning the shield for you. Here it is."
He just looks so happy to have that shield. I mean, I don't think any character has ever been happier to have any item than that goblin is in that picture right there. And agreeing next to Squee there with his mirth is Dag. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
And last but not least, the only one responsible for, indeed the only one who could even do it, keeping this ragtag group of characters together, the party leader and debatable heart and soul of the team. What's up, Celestial?
Well, at least I'm the head of the team, um, with my head being only comparable to as big as his heart. And the fact that he hasn't bashed Squee into a gooey mess yet is, an attribute to his heart.
Now that would be murder.
Now, we did conduct some of our mercantile at the Wandering Emporium during our pregame setup here. There's not much excitement to be had there, as is usually the case with acquiring new things or liquidating items. Our main purpose here in the Emporium, when we ended off last game, was to remove the were-rat lycanthropic curse that was on Squee. And as we also found out today, Bernie the Barber was also able to remove the effects of the demon ichor that had made Celestial's head swell to about 3 times its normal size for the last few sessions. So he's finally able to put his helmet back on, and he's not blinding half the party with his hair that's always perpetually blowing in the wind, except now there's 3 times as much of it.
I mean, if I had a third attack with my hair, that would have been a benefit, but,
We may encounter some bearded devils who might be able to teach you a thing or two.
Oh yeah, they've already fought a few of those in the earlier segments of the campaign. I'm going to get us off of our landing page here. Nice little dashboard here. We don't see it very often, but space for the allies, space for our party, campaign name, of course, and then the monster kill tracker and player death tracker are well out of date at this point.
yeah, the monster tracker was a lot more important in like the Enemir campaigns because we would have like some nice little bonuses after we hit milestones and kills.
Yeah, every 100 kills it was an automatic level up, so we had, I want to say, 2 occasions during that campaign where your characters leveled up through XP and the bonus through the monster kills within a couple sessions of each other.
Those were the days.
2020. Who knew we would miss you?
Well,
Alright, so here we are on the Avernus map. We have just left the Wandering Emporium, which is not located anywhere on this map because, as evidenced by the name, it wanders. But our next location is here, Haruman's Hill, where Lulu is convinced the Sword of Zariel is, or at least more information on how to obtain it. And as your characters approach Haruman's Hill, driving your awesome new infernal war machine, the Demon Grinder, Selephiel this time is actually kind of looking at the map, just trying to make heads or tails of how you guys are even going to cross the River Styx on this land vehicle to get to Haruman's Hill, when Dag calls out, there it's the destination up ahead, and Selephiel's like, how the hell did we get across the river? Oh well. And you hear that voice that you heard coming from your pack that one time, except this time it's coming from the map right in front of your face, and you just hear, behold, Zariel's dog crucified those who betrayed his mistress in battle.
A talking map. I guess nothing really should surprise me down here.
So talking map is talk nonsense.
What are you guys talking about back there?
Okay, map, do you have a name?
The map kind of shakes a little bit in the breeze that seems to be coming from your hair, and it kind of trembles a little bit in your hands, almost like if a map could feel afraid, you're experiencing that tangible sensation in your hands right now. And you just hear the faintest of whimpers come from the map before it seemingly goes completely silent.
Okay, either Haruman's Hill is really scary enough to scare inanimate objects, or there's something behind this map and something might be entrapped inside of it.
What's going on back there? Who are you guys talking to?
The map. Was talking to the map.
Yes, at first he was talking to the shield, now he's talking to the map.
Well, the shield has a devil trapped inside of it.
Yeah. I see. But there is maybe a pattern.
What happened to your voice, Squee?
I did to eat a lot of the things, but they weren't actually things that I was supposed to eat, and I don't think I'm supposed to eat that.
Oh, goodness. As you arrive at the site, you see wrought iron trees that line a hill leading to the summit of a steep hill. Anguished knights are impaled on the tree's metal branches, their bodies writhing in torment as bloated sturges feast on their blood.
Will the vehicle make it up that hill, or is it too steep for it?
It is indeed too steep. I do have your characters set here at the base of the hill, basically as close as you can get. Imagine the vehicle's probably parked another 20 or 30 feet behind you just off the map to the west. We got some pretty cool maps here that are actually built for these scenes by Pog's Props. And this one in particular, we can see these wild, misshapen, spiky trees, and every so often the poor wretches that are impaled upon the spikes.
What a welcoming foyer.
You'll note that some of the sturges are part of the map. If they look like they're attached to the tree, they're part of the map. If they are blocked in groups of 10, as you will see several times across this map, then they are potential foes.
Oh, lovely.
Looks like we're going to have to break out the swatter.
And that's like a really big.
Well, we must press forward.
Lead on.
Yeah, by all means, feel free. All of these sturges are flying at least 20, 30 feet up in the air, so these directly ahead of you are not blocking your path on this trail.
Okay, but those are like really maybe big bugs, and I don't really like mosquitoes.
Hey, look at that. They got out your way. Nice, nice sturges.
Oh, oh, okay.
Oh, now they're back. Oh yeah, feel free to proceed all the way up to the top of the hill.
Are the impaled, crucified people, are they alive, or what's the deal with these guys?
They are alive. They are just barely conscious. Like, they're trying to call out for help, you would imagine, but it's just very faint and weak as you pass them. And as you're getting more and more up the hill, you notice that a lot of these sturges, as they're picking and stabbing and feasting on the blood of these impaled victims, they're all kind of there's a cycle to their movement. Like, they're all kind of flying up towards the top of the hill, and then they all come back to a random body.
Okay. Well, as they're going up to a hill, I think this guy right over here, I'm going to come on over and see if I can assist getting him off the spike.
Okay. He looks at you with utter disbelief in his eyes that somebody has come by and is actually going to free him from this torment that he's been trapped in for time uncounted.
Do I need to roll anything, or is I'm trying to help him off the spike?
Go ahead and roll an athletics check or acrobatics.
Well, we all know that I'm the most acrobatic in the party.
What are you doing?
Alrighty. So you do successfully get this guy off of his crucified spot here, and as you do, you seem to have riled up this sturge nest right here to the north of you, and they collectively just come buzzing in right at your position. So we're going to get an initiative very early on here. Oh, I guess I should move Lulu a little bit closer to the rest of the group here. Quick inish macro, very, very useful.
Screech so sneaky.
So sneaky he avoided the initiative.
So sneaky.
Isn't there a bonus from Dawn as well?
There is. It's +3, I believe.
Yep, +3 to anybody inside my sphere of influence right here. Inside my aura.
Looks like Dag and Nadir would benefit from that as well. Not that it does Dag any
How about
good.
Grulak? Because he's half part inside.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned I had already gotten Grulox by that point. So yeah, I have Grulok and Nadir and Dag gaining the benefit of the initiative boost there, and that will actually push Grulok the faintest fraction above Salethiel in the initiative turn order there. So let's have Jason start off with Grulok's first action here. You should just need to select the token and use the quick macros at the top for his greatsword attack.
Yeah, I'll moving forward a little bit. We'll attack this one.
Okay. I like it. Okay, first attack just slices that thing into pieces in the air.
Okay, second attack will be on this one.
And likewise. You've got the world's largest fly swatter, and you've just right through two of these things in one slice. And any further movement for him? I don't think he has any bonus action options here. I think he's already burned his, what was it, the action surge.
Yeah, I think we'll keep it simple for right now.
Very good. And let's see, Salethiel, your action.
All right, I'm going to move up to here. And I'm going to start off attacking this one.
All right, another one-hitter quitter there.
Then the one directly in front of me with my second attack.
Okay. Man, it's about the only way you can't kill them in one hit is if you miss completely. And it's been a while there. Let's go ahead and get a dexterity check out of you in response to the natural one. Alright, you feel like your magical warhammer is about to slip from your gauntleted fist, but you manage to keep it clenched.
Okay, and then Zephyr is going to attack the one in front of him.
Cool. Yeah, Zephyr will be scraping that one off of his hoof for a few hours.
And that will be end of turn.
Very good. Lulu is excited at the prospect of possibly being able to finish something in one shot, so she is going to get all the way across the field there and flank this one with Squee.
Oh no, she's coming to attack again!
Haha! Yeah, these guys are so close to the corner of the map I can't accurately mark them, so I'll just move them under the dead ones already. And look at that, she got one. She seems very pleased with herself and lets out a loud trumpet noise. And Nadir, what do you got?
Would I be able to fly over that group of 5 and have them all within 5 feet of me?
Absolutely.
Then I am going to do that and see if I can take them all out with a thunderclap.
Ooh. No damage. Okay. Well, as long as I fail to save. Nice. 5 out of 5.
Get him, Nadir. Get him.
5 by 5.
That will end my turn.
And the initiative. As Squee looks up and realizes there are no foes left, there are still plenty of Sturges around, of course, but they're not all charging you as that one group did. And the man, once he is released off of the spikes, there's a brief moment where he touches Selephiel and there's just a look of gratitude. And then as the Sturges come in and attack and Selephiel's attention is just briefly diverted for the 6-second round, he looks back and the guy is just gone. Not like there's somebody running off into the distance like Benny Hill. There's just no trace of this guy whatsoever. He's not back on the spikes. He's just gone.
Where'd he go?
All right. Well, we can only guess. I mean, he may have ascended. He may have just. He couldn't have been an illusion because I felt him when I took him off the spike. All right, we need to help the rest of these poor souls.
Agreed.
It's just going to make more of those big mosquito things come, though. You have to be ready.
It's the right thing to do.
We've also shown that we can handle those things.
So we'll start at the beginning of the trail. And
All right.
I'll wait until everybody else moves into position.
Let me just double check something here. This might be a fast forwardable. Oh, yeah. Definitely a fast forwardable moment. These things are CR 1/8 a piece, rocking 2 HP, and their damage capacity is very minimal for what they're able to do to you. So if you want to start just bringing these people down and chancing the 1 or 2 points of damage here and there, that's totally fine. We can just kind of quick change this, and I'll probably roll a D2 for each of you, and that's how much damage you sustain during this entire effort.
Sounds good to me.
Before we get too far into it, though, what I can say is after the first time you bring one of these things down and your party annihilates the Sturges and you spot what happens to the guy, he just turns into dust. And Selephiel is familiar enough with this process to realize he has just basically freed a soul, and the soul has now moved on to wherever it's going next.
Yeah, then there's no doubt in my mind that we're saving all of these people.
So is it just me, or does anybody else see the face in the background in the map?
Oh, for sure. Get a few more details about this location before we proceed to wipe all of these Sturges off the face of Avernus.
Someone's going to notice.
It doesn't matter. It's the right thing to do.
It's only telling you to be prepared.
Yes, we understand we need to be prepared to face tribulation while we are in hell. No matter what actions we take, it's going to happen.
Maybe so, but probably like big demon lord or something who put these souls here and gonna notice, hey, my souls are missing.
You understand that we're questing to recover the Sword of Zariel, so that will bring that kind of attention our way, regardless.
No, Squee not know what that is. But why you yell at Squee?
We may also be, by releasing these souls and sending them to where they belong, reducing the amount of power that this demon has available to him.
Along those lines, I think the Sturges were taking some blood and feeding something else up the hill. Did you notice how they were coming down and feeding and going back up the hill? I think something's going on up there.
Well, we're about to find out. Be ready for anything.
The more of these guys that you free from their torture, you start spotting that there's inscriptions on occasion etched into the trees above them in Infernal, which Nadir and Celefio can both translate at least. And these inscriptions detail the crimes of these knights of Zariel, namely acts of cowardice, fleeing the battlefield and turning their back on their lord, and things of that nature.
And no matter how heinous their crimes, they've already served their punishment. They've already been tortured, and now it is time for them to release to go back to where they belong.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. As you make it to the very top of the hill after freeing over a dozen people here, and you spot what at first appears to be an elf impaled upon this spot right here. But as you get closer to it and you see that this is the destination of the Sturges that Dag was pointing out, they are giving blood to this guy. And as excuse me, as he moans and wails in pain, you can see that he's got very sharp fangs and a very pale complexion. And all of you just look over at each other as you realize this is a vampire. And he is receiving all of the blood from the victims that were down below.
Yeah, I can't justify rescuing the undead. So the lack of blood in its current position, it's not a threat to us.
The vampire pleads, "Please, you must free me. You cannot leave me and me alone. I'll tell you whatever you want, whatever you need to know." And Lulu catches a glimpse of this elf, and she just has a look of just heartbreak come over her as she realizes, Chander, is that you? And the elf shouts, "Please, please free me."
Lulu, who is this? How do you know him?
He was one of Zariel's generals. She betrayed him on the battlefield to return to Elturel. How he became trapped in this place I do not know, but I remember vividly him leaving the battlefield during what was to be our finest hour.
If we do remove him from there, you realize that I will have to destroy him.
We'll be freeing him from that existence at the very least.
May a spirit find rest then. Let's take him down.
All right. And
Be prepared to destroy him.
that becomes a non-factor as you pull this vampire elf down from the tree, and just like all of the others before him, he too is ascended or descended. You don't know where he's going or what his next journey is, but you've at least taken him from hell. And as you do this, the Sturges go into a frenzy, seemingly at what you've done, but you're also thinking that it might be something else as you hear a loud, terrifying neigh. You've never heard a terrifying neigh before, except for one time up in Elturel when you saw the Narzagon on the Nightmare Steed. And as you all glance back, 1 second.
Horrible death, Winnie.
There we go. It's like our map didn't want to move when I was pinging it, but in this case, your tokens should definitely be up near the north at the topmost tree where you just are at when the Narzagon appears where you guys first entered the map going up the hill. And it appears very aware of your presence here, as on its flying steed, made of writhing flames, it is galloping across air to get right to your location.
Does it have that same feeling that it's a lot more powerful than we are, like the last one did?
Well, this thing definitely is going to be a challenge. You've gone up a level since you last encountered what you think is this same Narzagon, if you're not mistaken. But unlike last time it didn't see you, so you had a choice whether to bypass it or not. In this instance, it's coming right at you, so your options are possibly a bit more limited. In either case, we'll see what the initiative lets us do. Okie dokie.
He's so sneaky.
Oh, I did get nadir. Cool. Alright. I'll just take Selephiel and Panzer out of the Inish. There we go. And the Nightmare. Alright, looks like Nadir has the first move here.
The positioning on the map, is that the proper place and distance?
It is, yeah.
And he is in the air or just like hovering above the ground?
He is in the air, a good like 40, 50 feet.
I will cast mirror image on myself, and that's pretty much it.
Alright. And I'm going next with Haruman himself. And we will do a move dash, see where that gets us, or maybe just a move. Well, that's a single move with 5 feet left to spare, so that's going to be getting into Dag and Grulok's faces there and taking some attacks. Let's go ahead and start with the terrifying command. Any of you who are not a fiend within 60 feet, let's get a charisma saving throw or be frightened.
If you are within my aura, you get a +3 on your save.
Well, that applies to your horse. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Squee is definitely frightened. Oh, if only Nadir was 5 feet closer.
The horse is frightened.
And there is your frightened condition description right there. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to it. It being the Narzagon. Okay, and then 3 Hellfire Lance attacks. And let's do Grulok, Dag, Panzer. So Grulok is getting the 21 for 14 piercing and 15 fire. Ow. And Dag is thanking himself, or thanking his lucky stars, that that is a miss. But I think Panzer just got hit. And as for the steed itself, we will take a hoof attack on Dag. Hey, another miss. All right. So you guys survived against one of Zariel's generals here for at least a round. Let's see how Celefiel does. What do you got?
All right, I got. I'm spending my action to activate my. What is that there? Radiant Soul.
Gotcha. So that's your action. That's your action. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to move up into range here. And that'll end my turn.
All right. And here's where Squee comes in and one-hitter quitters all of these guys.
All right, I'm going to do a steady aim, which will be negated by my fear. It'll just be a standard ranged attack on this guy.
Not
And then
bad.
I'm going to go back to hide.
Okay. And now is that on the rider or the steed?
Oh, I thought the steed was the demon.
Yeah, you guys can't see the hit point bars intentionally, but they are two separate things.
Interesting. Well, the rider.
Okie doke. So we got a 18, which just impacts off of its solid plate armor.
Boo.
Impacted on the surface.
It's my usual go-to. I feel I've been saying it so much lately. I'd go with something different.
Alright, hide is a... What do I have here? Did
You
I
already
use my
used the
bonus
steady
action?
aim. Do you have that?
I don't think I do. No.
All right. Any movement? You do have move.
No, because I did the steady aim. For the... Oh, sorry. Do I get another save on the frightened or no?
Yes, at the end of each of your turns, you get another charisma save. Hey!
Hooray.
No longer frightened for 24 hours.
Well, magically frightened.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see about Grulak.
Was he frightened or not? I didn't hear what the save was.
I think he is. Did we roll that or no?
Yeah, I rolled it. It was a 13. What was the threshold?
Oh yeah, it was
17.
17.
Okay, so all of them are okay. No worries. So can he attack since he's frightened or not?
He can. He just can't move closer to the thing, which works out well for him because it got right up in his face. The only downside is everything is at disadvantage because he's frightened. But he can still attack this thing to his heart's desire.
Well, then
And
he's
at the end
gonna-
of his turn, his next saving throw is at a +3.
Huh. Yeah, those are both miss attacks, and a dexterity check is called for the natural 1. Alright, he manages to keep hold of his magical greatsword, much like Celestial earlier. And unless Grulak is running away or using a bonus action on something else, I think that's all he has.
He gets his save again. Charisma, right?
Correct. With the +3, that's going to push it over, so he is no longer frightened.
Outstanding. And we're gonna move the Dag. Dag is gonna cast a spell.
Welcome, Seraphony. Thanks for joining us tonight.
That'll affect himself, Grulak, and Celestia.
Temporary hit point boost, very nice. So that's your action, and then you have bonus action to command Panzer, right?
Yeah, and we will bring Panzer. He'll make an attack on the Nightmare. What the hell?
I can still bite you. Alright, the Nightmare is much easier to hit. AC 13, and full damage from the Force.
And that'll be end turn.
Okay. So up here by himself, we have Nadir with the mirror image effect still up. What do you got?
Even though I'm very, very scared of this guy, I'm going to get his attention by hitting him with magic missiles.
Let's see if we found the only creature that's resistant to force damage or immune. No, we have not. Dun dun dun.
And since I can't get any closer, I'm going to just stay right here.
Okay, go ahead, roll your charisma save. Everybody's overcoming their fright very quickly.
You ain't that scary, you son of a bitch.
You got damaged
I
by
didn't
magic
roll one
missile.
for Dag.
You did not? Go ahead. Too bad it
And
wasn't
a
advantage.
total fail.
Yeah, right, even with the +3. Okay, so Narzagon Nightmare combo going here again. And I think Celestial is the obvious target, at least for one of these attacks. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, that actually hits.
All right. So,
And I'm resistant to fire. So I
okay.
take a total of 15.
Well, with that being the case, next attack is also coming at Celestial. Ow!
Stop hitting me!
You will burn. Angels in hell have their wings ripped out. And he's going to stab you again.
He gonna miss this time. What the fuck?
Ha 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 ha! 3 for 3.
Wow, that's the same
Yep,
thing
yep, yep.
every time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no kidding.
The 23 trifecta. 23 and me.
Lucky number 23.
Yes, indeed. And Celestial's health bar is, well, not down to 0 as the devil would have liked, but it is smiling and drooling, a steamy drool, as it watches Celestial writhe under the pain of these 3 successful attacks. Let's see what the Nightmare will do, and Nightmare is going to follow what its master has done. Wow! As Celestial realizes, is this what I've been doing to people?
Cruel dice.
Yes,
No
indeed.
kidding.
Holy moly. 13, 15, 13, 13, 19. All right, Celestial, payback time.
Alright, I'm going to shift behind it so I can get advantage, because I don't think I'm gonna have that kind of luck.
And this is on the Narzagon itself, right?
Correct. Why didn't... Oh.
That is a hit, and it seemed to take full damage from that, but it is still
Okay.
maintaining its
Also
position.
taking an extra 7 radiant from my radiant soul.
7 radiant, okay. That will miss by 1. AC is 20.
Hold on. Is it too late for me to add my divine smite to my first attack?
No, go ahead and charge that up. Okay. All right, and it takes it.
Oh, and an extra 1d8 because I had to use the second level slot for it. There we go. Yeah, not nearly as much damage as that stupid thing did to me, but hey, there you go.
Yeah, it recoils from the radiant energy, but nevertheless it is staying up in your face because it seems overconfident that it has you right where it wants you.
Oh, no kidding, it has me right where it wants me.
Well, let's see if Squee can save your butt here.
He's going to try by doing the thing that he does. Just to shoot from a distance. I'm going to use the steady aim again to get advantage on this. Oh, wow. Yeah. Good luck.
I take it that was not on the nightmare?
No.
Alright. So, Grulok will have his next turn, and let's have Justin take over for Grulok this time around.
Okay, he is not feared anymore?
Correct, he made his save as well.
And he has advantage.
Okay, he's like, oh, you want so scary? Watch this, you son of a bitch!
Alright, that is another 2 for 2. And this thing is starting to spill some of its devilish blood on the dirt here before you.
Never should have come here!
Let's see what Dag's got.
Dag's gonna cast a spell. We're gonna do catapult. We're gonna beat this thing with some dead sturges.
Let's see. Dexterity save. Oh, yeah. With ease. No damage.
Does anybody have like a total heal spell by any chance? Or something?
Got a healing potion.
I've got healing spells, but nothing like huge.
Yeah, I know. I'm
And
Alright.
Panzer will move in for his attack. That was on the nightmare, by the way, so that probably doesn't hit either.
Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, that's a terrible miss right there, even against the Nightmare's lower AC. Okay, then.
And that'll be end of turn.
So between the bottom of that round and the top of this round, we have Lulu here off to the side of the Narzagon, And we have the sudden appearance of a new monster that comes swooping in from the other side of the hill to attack her. This is a very, very giant bug that gets a little too close to Squee there.
Oh, come on. It's not like this thing needs help.
It's just trying to odd the evens.
All right, and this thing catches Lulu with its sword talons, and it appears to have her grasped rather painfully at the same time as the larger flying creature begins to make good with its lunch. And that's really all the move I've got left on that right there. And Nadir, your turn.
So Nadir was looking like he was about to do something for Salafiel, then he sees that, he's like, so I'll call out, Squee, help me shoot that thing down! And I will attack the Hell Wasp with some more magic missiles.
Wait, if the saving throw is 12 and she rolled a 14.
She's not poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just has her grappled with the sword talon attack.
Ah, okay. No, I got it. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it didn't. Technically, it didn't even hit with the sting attack, so the save was for. I didn't even need to roll that.
So after I call out the Squee to help me shoot that thing down, I'm gonna pop it with the wand.
Okay. That is a hit, and seems to take full damage from that, and it just kind of momentarily loses its position in the sky as it continues heading away from this hill.
How high up is it?
Currently, it is 60 feet up now that it's over the edge of the hill. It's got a good 40 feet of ground below it, plus the 15 or so that it's already elevated.
Well, how far is it up from me?
From your current position, it's only 20 feet higher.
Okay, I'm gonna match its altitude. I'm gonna fly up towards it. And that'll be in the turn.
Okay, so Narzagon will kick off its turn. We'll do that right there. And unfortunately not on Celefiel. As it seems fully rejuvenated now. And then it is going to stab at Celefiel again. Gyar!
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. And it appears satisfied with that result. It's not going to stay on you to finish you off, but rather it is going to turn back to Grulok now.
So it gets to heal as a bonus action?
Yeah, it has a bonus heal for
That's
100 HP. Yeah, this thing's nasty.
How do I get to be Narzugon?
Well, pay homage to Zariel and maybe take out one of her existing generals. Hee hee hee. A 17. How is that versus Grulak? I think that's a miss, right? Yeah, by 1. Okay, so next attack is also on Grulak. Oh, goodness gracious. He's just lucky it wasn't the natural 20, but either way, 36 damage is going to leave Grulak with 2 hit points. Less any potential resistances. Okay, so that's it for the Narzagon. Let's see what the steed has. See if we can finish off Grulak. Holy crap. Yes, we can. Thud. Alright. And the devil and the nightmare are looking very eagerly at Dag now, as Celefiel's turn comes up for his death save. Yikes. 1 for 3 fail. Okay. Squee, what do you got?
Squeeze, really feeling like he kind of said this would happen, didn't want to be in this situation.
Hey, all Squee has to do is wait for Sluffield to die, and then he can keep the shield.
It's possible. It's possible. I'm going to take a shot at the flying thing.
Okay. That is exactly a hit, as it has a 19 AC.
Whew.
And another 9 hit points off of its total there. Looks like it's about halfway defeated.
Then I'm hiding.
Okay.
Wouldn't he get the sneak attack on it?
I did attack it from hiding. Does that count?
Yeah, in that case you would. She doesn't count as an adjacent ally given the compromised position, but you are hidden, so that counts. Okay, and let's get a death save from Grulak from Justin. Ouch. Another failure. And then let's see Dag, what he has. Standing solo now. At least he's got his dog with him, or his weasel pig.
Well, Dag's going to do what he can do, and he's going to try and at least take out this nightmare. So we're going to smack the nightmare.
Okay. Well, that will hit the nightmare while it would have missed the Narzagon. The 20 would have hit the Narzagon exactly, though.
And then we'll have Panzer do his attack on the nightmare as well.
Okay, very good. A 12 is a miss, unfortunately. AC is 13 for the nightmare.
I don't get a +1 for the dying body on the other side. I'm reaching.
Celefiel just kind of does one of these while he's unconscious. Alright, and then in between the rounds again, my Hell Wasp is not eager to stay here and fight for the dinner it already has, but rather I will put another 120 feet between me and my current location. And it is, well, let me double check. Oh yeah, this thing is plenty intelligent and wise enough to try to take advantage of some cover that exists out in the wastes of Avernus as it is. Before we go back to the Avernus map, we eventually will, but if you recall when last we were there, Harriman's Hill, on the other side of the river Styx from it, are the Hell Wasp Fields, which is where this thing is headed, with as much muster as its wings can carry.
Does it suffer from encumbrance by having a Hollyphant in its grasp?
It does not. It's a large creature, and Lulu's a tiny creature, so this is like a snack for this thing.
Ah, okay.
It does have some cover between it and the last two people who were attacking it anyway, so its AC is a little bit better. And Nadir, go ahead with your turn.
How close to death does that thing look?
It looked like it would probably be able to withstand another hit or two of what you guys were dishing out before it got out of your line of sight. Now, you imagine it's still in the same shape, but it's just very difficult to tell at this distance. It's still flying strong. And you're pretty sure you see some other hell wasps buzzing around out there in the nests as well that seem interested in the approach of this one.
Alright. I look longingly at Lulu in its grasp as it's flying away, and just kind of whisper to myself, "I'm sorry, Lulu. I'll get you back." As I turn back to my two downed companions.
All right. There he is. Looks like Grulok's getting some HP. Very good.
That'll be end of turn.
Okay. Well, the Narzagon looks from Dag now to Nadir with interest as it spits an infernal, "Ah, another healer. Foolish, foolish tiefling. You've just made yourself a very tempting target," as it levels its lance towards your location. And I believe the mirror image roll comes first, right? I need to roll, what is it, D20? I think it's 6 or below would be I hit you. Otherwise, I'm targeting... Yeah, 6 or higher to change it to a duplicate. And actually, I think you roll it, not me. So we'll just count my 19 as your first roll. I am targeting a duplicate, and hopefully I roll a natural 1. Well, on the wrong side of the dice, so there goes one duplicate. Oh, I know you're hiding in there somewhere. Come out and play. Go ahead and roll for the second attack there, Justin, for the image. Ooh, looks like this one is potentially going for you. Geez, do you have fire resistance too, maybe?
Yeah, tieflings have fire resistance.
Well, thank goodness for that. Okay, then. As I see Grulok starting to struggle too, I will take advantage of his prone state and stab out at him again. Ha 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 ha! As the Narzagon laughs with delight. And it's going to have its horse try to lay a hoof on Nadir, so let's get another mirror image check there. Damn. Well, geez. It's a suck result for Nadir there. Okay, Celestial, death save number 2. Nice. 1 and 1. Alright, Squee. Still hiding out over here on the edge, watching the Hell Wasp now at 140 feet away.
And what's the condition of did Nadir just drop too?
Yeah, Nadir just got knocked out. Grulok got knocked out again.
I don't think Squee does anything.
Paralyzed with indecision.
Yeah, everybody dying.
Well, Dag's still there. Hey, look, the shield's on the ground.
Yeah, but it's by all these scary dudes. How distracted is it? Do I feel like there's a chance I could sneak over and get the shield?
Maybe it's got its back to Celestial because it dropped him first, and now it's been facing against the 4 people on the north side. So you might be able to sneak around to its back without being noticed.
Okay, I'm just gonna start sneaking around.
Okay, so half movement, I think, unless you have an ability or something to contradict that.
I don't think I do.
And while you are moving, let's go ahead and have Dawn roll a death save for Grulok.
Are you really sure?
Oh, I'm sure. Alright. Technically, he's only down 1, though, because he did just get revived between the failed death save and this failed death save, so he's just
All right,
back.
I erased 1 from his.
Okay, and Squee is moving. Dag, you got another round here.
All right, we're going to move down to Celestial. We're going to cast Heal. Why does it say all my spell slots are expended?
I'm not sure. I don't think it automatically removes spell slots from your sheet, so you might just need to manually input them back in.
All right, I may have it backwards because I mark all the spells that I have memorized with the red dot, so that must mean that I've used it. So
Not
I'd probably be
necessarily.
doing it backwards.
It might be backwards in that if you have 4 spells and you might be starting at 0 and counting up to 4, whereas that if you're at 0, it's counting it as all slots expended. It wants you to count down from 4. That might be it as well.
Mine
So I'm
is the
probably
same
just
way,
doing it
even though I start with my maximum spell slots remaining, and it doesn't do it. So there's something broken in the system.
Damn. Oh,
I
well.
know that there's issues with the artificer, anyways. So, all right, I only have a couple of spell slots left, anyways. So, but it gives you 5 hit points, Don, and keeps you from failing that Vertave. And we'll use the last part of my round for Panzer to attack the Nightmare again.
Okay. Ah, well, at least. Whatever.
It can get advantage because he's on the other side of Dag.
Yeah, I mean, we have to kind of imagine a different positioning because if you look what's in between Dag and Panzer, it's just empty air. But if Dag were 2 squares to the east, we can imagine the 20 and the Nightmare takes 8 damage. So there we go. Got it.
I could move over.
Yeah, that's a
And
flank.
of course, I just put a great big sign on me that says, attack me!
I've got 5 hit points. I think I have the biggest sign.
Alright, and the Hell Wasp will successfully make good its escape with Lulu. So we will possibly see what's going on with that later on. Nadir, looks like death save as well. Alright, 1 on the plus side. As the Narzagon takes another action here. Well, look at this. This just looks like fun. I think I'm going to stab out at Dag. Oh!
He's at disadvantage, right?
He's not.
I thought I radiated fear against him or something. I'm reaching.
Well, let's stag dab again. Stab Dag again. Stag dab. What's that? 59 points of damage total?
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I'm glad I have those extra 5 points.
Yeah.
So, taking that much damage, isn't there a save to stay up or make sure I'm not? I'm remembering something about that. Am I
That's
confusing it?
3.5 for massive damage.
Just trying to remember, making sure I'm staying on the up and up.
Yes, indeed. It will take a third attack at Dag as it sees that inexplicably you're still standing, and this time the lance glances off of your pauldron, and somehow you're still conscious and alive. The massive damage really only applies if it drops you below 0 hit points. And what you need to pay attention to in that case is your hit point total. So if you're at 4 hit points right now and you have a 59 hit point total, if I deal 63 or more points of damage to you in one attack at this point, you're dead. No save, no ifs, ands, or buts. If I deal 50 points of damage to you and you only have 4 left, it counts as losing 4 hit points. You're at 0, roll death saves. So it's definitely a very lethal system when you're at lower levels and you have a lot less on the negative side than the positive side. But once you're at the levels you're at right now, it's very rare that one source of damage is going to kill you. Unless you're Nadir. 37 hit points is very possible to deal to him in one shot. So alright, that's the Narzagon. Let's see what the Nightmare has. I think it's going to attack Panzer since that thing keeps trying to bite its leg. You want my leg? Have my leg. There you go.
That'll be a hit.
Yeah, it just steps right on his back, and you hear just crinkling metal as it tries to grind your construct into the dirt. But Panzer's a tough little construct, and it is still kicking. So let's see, Celestial now. You've got some temp hit points, right? Or you're at 5?
Nope, I'm at 5 hit points.
All right.
All the 10 points are gone, and all right, and I have no spell slots remaining because we've never gotten a chance to do some serious rest. So I stand up, bleeding from many places in my body. I pick up my shield. I pick up my hammer. I rise to my feet,
It's the heroic moment.
and you are not going to slay me without a fight.
Natural
And
20.
I'm going to take my 2 attacks.
Get it, Don. Get it.
Because I also have no healing to heal anybody else with.
Oh, man.
I am down to like nothing.
Thank goodness Grulok is conscious on the other side there, so the 24 for 10 will hit. However,
End of
the
turn.
13 will miss. And EOT for Celestial. Let's see about Squee.
Sorry, I'm just gonna back up here to get a little bit more cover, and I'll take a shot at the nightmare.
Okay. Hey, that's a hit. And that nightmare falls to a knee as that shot catches it very, very effectively in the side of one of its legs. And
Oh,
when
I haven't been making. I'm sorry, I haven't been making saves for my horse.
it can be free of that after this point.
Okay.
Point being is that the nightmare is quite damaged and not likely to sustain a whole lot more. Okay, and then Dawn, let's have you take Grulok's offensive side of the turn here.
Blah, 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 blah. He's definitely going to use the second win. And he's going to take his 2 attacks.
Well, a natural 20 comes in nice. Unfortunately, the other one is a miss.
And that'll be end of turn.
23, okay. All right, let's see if Dag can follow this up, please.
All right, we don't have much of a choice here, so we're just gonna smack him again a couple of times with the hammer. We will be smacking the horse.
Okay.
Then Panzer will come in from the other side with, oh, okay.
Second one will finish the horse off as it collapses underneath the Narzagon, and much like when the Lord of the Ring Wraith's flying creature is killed, the armored form of the Narzagon just kind of stands up from the ruins of its creature, still very intimidating and very full of very evil energy.
With that, Panzer will bite its ankle.
Hey, all right. Flank advantage. Okay. So
and
let's.
unless I have anything else left that I can do, I don't think I do. That'll be end of turn.
All right, let's go ahead and start it off at the top again. Nadir has 2 failed death saves there, or is that just the first?
One and one.
1 and 1. Okay. All right, so the Narzagon, seeing that it has this well in hand, is going to start with Selephiel. By this time tomorrow, your bodies will be impaled upon these trees, screaming for eternity. For release, none will come for you. Oh, goodness.
Yep, I'm down again.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's swing it over to Dag. Oh, my goodness.
So,
It is at this point I would like to congratulate you on your TPK. Dan, good job.
And let's go ahead and slide it around the 180 towards Grulak. Good.
Yeah, he's down again.
3 for 3. And just like that, it was only Squee and Panzer. Oh. And Zephyr.
Well,
So, all right. The Narzagon laughs to the skies and shouts something in Infernal that Squee does not quite understand. You're a little bit more familiar with Abyssal than Infernal, but even still, you never... Did you ever pick up Abyssal as a language?
the heck do I speak? I know Goblin Thieves can't in common, so no.
Gotcha. So even then, you're not really as familiar with Abyssal as you could be. But you do know that you don't understand a damn word this thing is saying, and this thing just wiped the floor with your entire party of buddies. So, Selephiel is 1 up on the death save track, and Squee, it is your turn.
Squee is not doing anything but hiding.
Is Zephyr doing anything on Southfield's turn?
Good point.
Yeah, he's going to come in and take an attack on him.
As usual, the horse knows what it's doing. It is a non-magical attack, correct?
Correct, because I'm not allowed to have a special force yet. Or
All right.
ever, considering,
So it'll take half of that, and then Squee is remaining hidden. All right. John, let's get a death save out of you for Grulak.
Oh, lucky Grulak.
And Dag, how about your death save?
hey, that was fun. And Panzer will run around to the other side where I am to, oh, wait, what's his name moved, huh? Well, Panzer will chase him and bite his ankles again.
Okay. That seemed to cause some discomfort to the Narzagon, who looks down. What? Get off! It's like trying to shake him off of its ankle.
Hanging onto his ankle like a vicious chihuahua.
Yeah, exactly. The Narzagon playing the role of the mailman. All right, Nadir, how's your death save looking? Mm.
Can I use an inspiration card on that?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, reroll the d20 anyway. See if you get 1 hit point plus 2d6. Okay, just 2d6 then. What you know about 7? Okay, well, Nadir's eyes open and he sees that the Narzagon has backed away from the field of his downed companions, and it's just looking at all of you, taking pleasure in watching your life force ebb into the dirt. And it doesn't look like it has any interest in stabbing you guys and finishing you off. It literally wants to watch you guys expire. And in the same context, it doesn't seem to immediately notice that you are starting to stir. So, as usual, when you come to on your turn as the result of a successful death save, or and in this case as the result of an inspiration card, you still have your turn. So, fire away.
How injured does it look at this point?
It's difficult to tell because it's so armored, but it has a lot of stabs and just chunks taken out of its armor. So you know you guys have done a decent amount to this thing, but you don't see any wounded flesh or anything on it. You do know that it is bleeding though.
And I don't see a down squeeze, so he's probably still hiding.
That's a safe bet.
Alright, so I'll cast a spell and then get up, so it's kind of like a surprise. It's not gonna make it's a save, so he still has his magical resistance or whatever. But
Okay,
it's kind of like a tactical choice on my part to be like, rah, and then get up.
gotcha. And the mirror image retains through unconsciousness, correct?
Yeah, it lasts for a full minute. So
Nice. Ugh. All right, roll low, buddy. Damn. That's one of my best saves too, but didn't roll low enough. Half of that though is still nothing to scoff at. And it appears as affected by that necrotic damage as you could hope, given that it made the save. And of course, instantly aware of Nadir getting up and moving around. Oh, you!
yeah, as I stand up after hitting him with that spell, and like, Squee, take him down, and I get behind the fucking horse.
And based off of the last movement that I had, I'm going to make it that, not that I can't, but I'm still somewhat restricted by this damn weasel pig gnawing on my ankle. I can't really get away from it effectively, so I'm going to stay here and attack it for now anyway. Little dice delay there. There it is. All right, so the 25 for 25 on Panzer. And this thing is so angry with the weasel pig that even though it's just kind of an instinctive reaction, like it just kind of does a double stab. So even though it's finished it off with the first one, it unintentionally stabs itself through the foot with the natural one on the missed attack right there. And even though I'm immune to fire, I am not immune to the piercing, so that's 12 damage. And the Narzagon lets out a howl of pain as it retrieves its own lance from its foot, and it just looks over at Nadir, and it starts hobbling its way over towards your location. However, the quicker path is for me to just impale this horse that stands between you and I, so that will be the action with my third and final attack. Looks like a hit and
Yep.
an expired horse.
It doesn't really die; it just dissipates.
Exactly, it just expires, it doesn't die. Or the duration on it goes away, or whatever we want to call it. Not really appropriate to draw the X, it just, boop, there we go. And
5e, we just go to 0, not negatives, right?
correct. And it just looks at Nadir cowering there behind where the horse used to be, and it holds its lance out at you, and Nadir can see the end is nigh. Celestial, you got a natural 20 on your death save?
Nope.
No, but one more success and you'll be able to get up on your own. All right, Squee, you heard what the man said. What do you got?
Would we consider these unconscious corpses in combat?
What do you mean? In what respect?
I have a boon card that applies to characters that are not in combat.
Gotcha. If they have an initiative roll, then they're in combat. Otherwise, they do not.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to steady aim and shoot this guy.
All right.
I just visualized steady aim being like Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon.
Could I get a reroll with that?
Oh yeah, a reroll and one of the other two effects. Do you want the bonus action or the speed?
I'm going to take the bonus action.
Okay. Oh, nice.
A hit.
That is a hit, and you took away just over half my remaining hit points. So one more shot like that, and you guys have got this thing beaten. As it turns around, what?
Wasn't me.
All right, Grulok, the thing is standing right above you. Let's see if Jason can get a natural 20 on its death save. No good. Grulok is still down. How about Dag? What's his death save situation? There you go. All right. Well, Nadir, you get a turn before I do.
I'm not done.
Oh, yep. What you got? Boon of Life gets, what? It's hard to read through the trade function there. What is that? 10 hit points. And Is that on yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to put that on myself and stay down, but I'm going to cast Mending on Panzer.
Okay.
Doesn't mending take a minute to cast?
It does.
Oh, shit. Well, then, yeah, that's right. Well, then, I will drink a potion.
Okay. So you still have action and move, because the potion will take a bonus action for you.
I'm going to drink the potion of fire resistance.
Ah, I see. It's not a potion of healing.
Yeah, because that won't be potion. Why waste it? It's just going to get, if I get hit again, it's going to get killed.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, that will actually consume your action. It's only the healing potions that we have the bonus action house rule for. So, in this
Nope,
case,
that's
you have.
fine.
In this case, you'll have a move and a bonus action remaining.
So, oops. Man, I'm usually not stymied for what to do, but I guess I'll get up and smack him if I can once.
You don't have an attack available to you, I
Okay.
don't think.
Nope, that's fine. Then, can I cast a spell or no?
If it's a bonus action spell, absolutely.
Let me double check. Nope, that leaves me. I'm done.
Okay, so Nadir, what you got?
So what did I see over there at where Dag's at then?
Well, roll perception, because I know that's not your guy's strong suit. Yeah, you don't notice anything with Dag other than he appears to be unconscious and bleeding.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna heal Celestial from here.
Oh, alright.
You guys just keep playing healing chicken and I'll shoot from a distance.
Not bad. Blackjack. Don't short yourself that 13, Don. There you go.
Yeah, I keep misreading that stupid.
It's hard sometimes. I expect to see the higher level below the actual casting, not first thing, so I
Right.
tend to look right past it a lot too.
Yeah, for
So
some reason, my brain thinks of that as like a savings throw or something, and I'm like,
Yeah, me too. So yeah, I look at the Narzugon, just kind of in the eyes. I'll start casting the spell and just kind of point over towards Celestial as the energies flow into him and heal his wounds, and I fly 25 feet up in the air. And I'm 25 feet above him going, like, what? What?
Well, if not for your retreat, it was fully convinced that you just missed it completely with another attempted spell attack. It didn't even consider that you had another heal. But since it has no option now but to look around, it's going to do just that.
Well, he knows there's an archer somewhere.
Yeah, he definitely does. And the archer is the only one that can actually kind of see a look of concern in this devil's eyes as it begins hobbling away in this direction. If only its steed was still alive, it could just ethereal transport out of here instantly, but doesn't have that option, so it's just kind of hobbling its way back down the hill at this point, and glancing back at Nadir every so often. Salephiel, your turn.
All right, I stand up, grab my shield and my hammer. I'm just getting started.
Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody.
Damn. Can't get no love from the attack.
Second attack.
There you go.
I'm going to use this.
Instead of rolling dice, max damage.
And since it's all built in, I really can't not roll the dice, the damage when I rolled that.
Well, what is max damage on that attack then?
It would be, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Ooh. Alright, well, that is a very powerful swing of the magical warhammer that cracks off a large section of this guy's infernal armor, exposing his heart and a good part of his abdomen for future attacks. Doesn't seem like there will be much need for many of those, as it does not get back to its feet, but rather looks up at Salephiel and coughs up some blood, and it just nods at you, almost with a look of respect that you've managed to bring it to this current state that it's in.
I am, as a player, am totally shocked as hell that we are in this position.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this thing was not as brutal, as tactically brutal as it could have been, but you won't find many things that are just in that boat. But this thing was sadistic and took pleasure in just dropping you guys and watching you die. And the fact that this is where we're at now, it's still not over, though. Let's see what Squeeze got.
Can I do a called shot? How do we do that?
You can, it's just the AC for the target is considerably higher than it would be for a normal attack. But if it's a called shot to the heart, that's a lower AC because the armor's missing too, so it's kind of a wash.
Okay, I mean, that's kind of what I'm going for. Anyway, steady aim.
Okay. AC is 14. There you go. And a magical short bow arrow right through the heart, and this thing gurgles up some more infernal blood before collapsing face first down onto the arrow that killed it. Freaking badass combat, you guys. Great way to start off. I know we're a decent
Jag
ways...
is going to continue beating this thing.
Okay. I know we are decent ways behind our break right now, about 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and jump on that here, and it's going to be a 20-minute break. So 7:50 now, we'll be back at 10 after 8, Give me just a second to get us to our BRB screen with some music on there. See y'all back in about 20 minutes. back, all. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Hope you enjoyed the break. We just survived a very intense combat, one of the most epic I've seen in some time. Well done, everyone.
Thank you,
that
sir.
was a tough one.
You guys are welcome. I did all the hard work.
Some people may have lost hope, but I never did.
I never knew where
Really?
hope was to begin with.
And
I knew
now,
I had that card.
yeah, I was glad to see those cards come out at the right time. I mean, that's why they're there. So it was nice to see them pay off after you guys have been stockpiling them for some time. And now that the sun has officially set here in the Vegas Valley, we can welcome Justin to the live stream video crew instead of the Nadir portrait. Justin's no longer appears like he's Nintendo 64 Justin. It's actually PlayStation 5 Justin. So, welcome to the stream here. And how we doing on our level ups here? Where everybody just
What is
attained
the-
level 8.
What is the experience for that?
That's a pretty good question.
34,000.
34.
I just started my level up.
Nice. I don't have to go and look that up, so I will just chill out here and enjoy my coffee. We're actually back a couple minutes early from our break, so very cool in that respect. And yeah, go ahead and finish up your level ups. We'll have our usual few minutes of I got this and I got this and that from my level up, so we can get a fair idea of where everybody's at before we continue the next segment of the adventure.
I'll have to enter spells manually. They're not transferring over.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know the Artificer has a problem with that too, in that it seems to max out your spells at level 1 and then everything else you can't drag drop. You have to like manually add it in, or you can't select a new spell through the Charactermancer without deleting an old spell, which is not how it's supposed to be. Definitely seems like a few bugs need to be worked out there. As usual, I'm sure Roll20 will have it operational before the rebels attack and destroy the whole thing. Now, before I send us back to the Avernus map, there is one further point of interest on this map. As your characters make your way back down the hill towards the exit and back to your Infernal War Machine, in this section here, not sure if that pinged for everybody, but just scroll south and go back to the entrance where you guys came in. You'll see my gray ping contrasting very nicely against the gray and brown backdrop there. Makes it very hard to see. Challenge rating 10. As you're exiting this little hilltop area, you see that there are 5 new trees. Actually 7 new trees that have just sprouted in this area. So it kind of requires you guys to squeeze through some thorny brambles and what have you just to get out of here. But as you're leaving, you can't help but notice the inscriptions on these trees, and after you see one, it takes less than a second or so to spot all the rest of them. This tree reserved for Celestial, Paladin of Tyr, crime, attacking an officer. This tree reserved for Dag, dwarf of this tribe, artificer of this school, crime, attacking an officer. And the 5 of them are rather easy to count up, but you're even surprised perhaps to see that there is a tree for Zephyr and a tree for Panzer. All the same crime, attacking an officer.
Stupid pets.
Trees are metal, right?
They're not metal. It's kind of like an ironwood, almost. They might as well be, but they have the consistency of metal, but the look of wood. And as your characters see these trees, let's go ahead and get some wisdom saving throws.
Say that again.
Wisdom saving throws. We don't necessarily need them from Panzer and Zephyr, just from the characters. Anybody that wants to roll Grulox, feel free.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ugh. Goodness. Is that Nadir's wisdom save?
Well, I'm still in the middle of leveling up, so I can't really roll it.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if you were rolling something different or if I should take that result. So, in this case, everybody has failed the wisdom save. So, your reaction in response to these trees is one of fright, which you just had a recent experience with the Narzagon. Most of you were frightened of it. And you're equally, if not more so, frightened of these trees as you have just the perspective of how small you are and how little control you have in this environment that is literally controlled and designed to drain your spirit and your strength and just leave you wanting and leave you in a pit of depression. And even after you've killed a supposed general of Zariel, these trees are still here to mark the crimes that you are guilty of, supposedly. And it just makes you, it definitely sends your thoughts going down some dark places. The fright lasts for a full minute, so it's basically by the time you guys get back to your war machine, get it started up, and start hitting the road, it's past. But there's a good minute or so there where you're just definitely having some dark thoughts.
So we got to the top of this hill, and we didn't find out anything about where the sword was, and Lulu's missing
Correct.
because I haven't seen Lulu since the battle started.
I know we shouldn't have messed with those bodies.
Perhaps we should go back up there and look for that sword by one of those trees.
Yes, we didn't really do much investigating. I do believe I know where Lulu was taken. If we want to go that way.
Well, if there's any chance at all to save her, we must take that opportunity. Without her, we have no idea where the sword is. Up here, there's no sword. By the way, check the general body for any clues or indications or anything like that.
He is carrying 3 soul coins, and in addition to that, 500 platinum coins. And just grabbing the first handful of these platinum coins, if there's 20 coins in your hand, they look like they're from 15 different kingdoms throughout different multiverses and different planes of existence. So this guy's definitely been hoarding a lot of stuff for a while. His armor, if repaired, is some pretty badass plate armor, although it is infernal, so I'm not sure how many people want to start equipping that. And his Hellfire Lance, likewise, pretty powerful magical weapon. Lances typically best used when you're on horseback, as he was the most of the combat. I don't know what you guys want to do with any of that gear, but he doesn't have any directions or clues or anything that kind of points you in a direction.
I was actually thinking of rebuilding Panzer with some of his armor.
I dig it.
Not that I want to give him those abilities, just using the bits and pieces of the armor to repair him.
Oh yeah, that certainly counts as scrap and can be used in that respect.
We have to make sure that we don't overload coins on people of good alignment. We will feel it immediately when we do, so it'll be easy to tell if we're carrying too many of the coins and hand them off to the non-good or higher con people.
Now you guys are getting these soul coins hand over fist, and Squeeze just got to be like, how come I can't get a freaking meal around here?
Just want like one sandwich.
I can only take 2 more soul coins.
I'll hold yours.
I can only carry one safely.
I'm not carrying any of those.
Specifically, clarifying question: is it non-good or non-evil?
I believe it's non-good.
I'll go ahead
I
and
think
post those.
I'm pretty sure if you are of good alignment, you can only have a number equal to your con modifier before suffering disadvantage.
Load me up.
That's it right there. We don't know the section about freeing a soul, but otherwise all of that information there is pretty pertinent as far as how many you can carry and even the
Oh, never
potential
mind. It
benefits
says a
of using.
non-evil. So in that case, I need to go buy some food before I can carry anymore.
All right, we need to hunt down where Lulu is because she's our only link to her memories are the only link to where the sword is.
Yes. But first, Dawn, we need to understand the mechanics of who's carrying how many coins so we know who is at disadvantage or not.
Well, I don't think we have any
Grulak
evil
can carry.
characters.
Grulak can carry a couple.
I don't think there's any evil in the party, so we do have to figure out who's got what con modifiers and who can carry what.
We could also just place some coins in a bag on the floor of the demon grinder.
Very true. You don't have to attune to them, so there's nothing against putting the ones you're currently carrying on your Jeep or what have you, and then acquiring more along the way.
All right, I'm going to pray for a special mount, and I know how minimal, how difficult that will be. So, but I'm still going to try. I'm going to pray for my connection to Tyr to get my spells back, and to get Zephyr 2.0. While casting my Find Steed spell.
Sounds like a charisma check to me. Or a charisma-based religion, I should say, so you'll get your prof at least.
All right, so that'll be +3 on there. Actually, it would be the prof bonus plus my charisma modifier, so that'd be a +6. Let me just roll it straight out. Oh, great dice. If you are ever going to give me anything really good, now is the time to do it.
Apparently, that's all you need to do.
Right?
What is it that Jason always used to say? Blessed be the dice.
Amen.
Even when they treat you bad, Jason would roll a natural 1. Blessed be the dice.
Right?
The dice giveth, and the dice giveth.
Alright, give me just a moment to check into this.
I will be working on rebuilding Panzer while we're waiting and getting him back up and all of that. Are we taking one of those epic level rests for a short rest or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, go ahead and take a long rest and get all the benefits back as you would.
No. I want what he said. I want an epic level rest.
That's what it is. It's a long rest in a 5-minute span. It's the
No.
epic rest variant.
Give me temporary HP.
It is taking me 10 minutes to cast a spell, though, so.
All right, well, at the end of the casting, instead of Zephyr, it is Zephyr in Pegasus form.
All right.
That you can just go ahead and use the SRD stats for Pegasus and plug those into the sheet.
It's gonna be a beacon.
All right, then. Anything else we need to handle here? Have we decided who's carrying which coins and how many coins I should add to the party inventory sheet?
Like I said, I can only carry the one I already have. Looks like Grulok can carry 3 safely. I don't know about anybody else.
I can carry one more, actually.
I can carry up to 2 more.
How many total do we have?
Like I said, I've had the one that the first one we picked up. I didn't put anything else on my sheet because it would have cursed me or whatever. I think we got 3 from the other demon grinder fight, and 3 from this guy. I think that was
Maggie
it.
gave you guys 3 as well.
Oh, okay, so we have a total of 10 then.
Oh, there's the Tabaxi monk interfering with Dag's work right over there.
I can't remember how to add hit points to Panzer.
You just need to click the token and enter the new hit points in the green circle that appears above, and then hit enter.
I think the Pegasus now has the best passive perception of the group at 16.
Okay, so I put 3 soul coins on Grulok's sheet, so there's 3 of them.
Gotcha. Sounds good to me.
Was I taking one or no?
There are a total of 6 more up for grabs.
I'll take 2 of them.
I'll take one.
I just want to make sure in this process we didn't inadvertently add more. Like we have a total of 10 after this acquisition.
Correct. I have 1. Grulok has 3.
I have 3.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, unlike your passage to Harriman's Hill, in which Celefia was trying to figure out how are we going to get across the river Styx, because you're in Avernus, you know for a fact that the route to get back across the river towards the hell wasp nests, the hell wasp nests that are right across the way from you, is not going to be an easy one. So you begin traveling along the river Styx, trying to find an appropriate crossing point, and that will trigger our next encounter.
Oh, I meant to ask if I could recover any arrows from that last battle.
Absolutely. Any that you fire, you can always recover half of round down.
Okay.
As you're making your way along the side of the river, you spot colossal spiked chains that extend across the hellscape, their links partially buried under the ash and large chunks of masonry. Each broken chain is roughly a mile long. And Celefiel's map speaks up as you get even closer. As close to a place of pilgrimage as you'll find in this accursed place. A beacon to those seeking the missing link, or looking for a way out. If you want to get closer and investigate these things, you will of course have to disembark your vehicle, as that vehicle will not make it up into these rocky areas.
Did you say that each link is a mile long, or each chain is a mile long?
Each chain.
Okay. Okay, that's better.
So do we wish to investigate this area, or do we proceed on?
We need to get Lulu. Let's proceed.
Well, is this on the other? Have we crossed the river yet, or does this look like a way we might be able to cross the river?
It doesn't seem like a way that you could cross the river. You have not yet crossed the river. However, you have seen giant chains like these before in Avernus, but not in the state that they're in now.
I'll say yes, we do need to get to Lulu, but these chains are similar to the ones that are anchoring Elturel. There might be a clue here on how to stop what's happening to Elturel.
Slefield, it's your call.
I believe we need to investigate.
With that, Dag will drive over towards the chains, and then we'll dismount.
Okay. I'll move us over to this map as well. Another one also created by Pogs Props, specifically for this adventure.
So these aren't official from the module then?
They are not. A lot of these random encounters are not included as maps in the module. They're kind of more theater of the mind kind of thing. Some of the players on Roll20, though, have created maps for some of the more memorable side quests and what have you.
Cool.
Yep, you'll always be able to tell the difference because the ones that came with the mod are for the most part black and white with maybe some blues in there, whereas these are in full color. And here's where we're starting. So feel free to begin your investigations. I'll let you know if anything comes up, and any questions, of course, feel free to ask.
Hey, look, I found Lulu.
Investigation. I am specifically curious if to like look at the ends of these chains and did they reasonably hold some kind of sky island?
They do look very similar to the chains that you saw anchoring Elturel when you were up there.
But like looking at the, I guess, the broken ends of the chain, is there anything left on them of what they used to connect to?
No, the posts that were driven into the earth moats up above are not present down here with the broken chains. But we did see those posts before when we were up on Elturel, so that's not like a mystery of what they were attached to.
I'll
And
investigate the blocks and see if they match what I witnessed in Elturel.
in what respect?
I can use my
Not what skill, in what respect are you trying to connect these blocks to in Elturel? Like, are you trying to find out if this is part of a building from up there?
yeah.
Gotcha. You don't even have to roll anything for that. This is a very old site, so anything from here is likely not connected to Elturel.
Looks like the situation we're in may have happened before.
And as Dag is investigating these blocks, you do catch sight of some motion towards this anchor point to the southwest.
Did Dag see that or somebody else?
Dag.
Heads up, everybody. Looks like we got movement.
I will take to the sky, get about 15 feet up, and see what I can see from up there.
Oh, you found me this time.
Oops, didn't need to roll that.
Wait a minute, are you telling me there's a chain devil amongst the chains?
That doesn't add up.
Well, the bearded devils we have fought before back in Baldur's Gate. Chain devils we have not faced yet, but those are accurate descriptions at least of their appearance. Most of you guys can't even see them. They purposefully don't have health bars because their natural color allows them to blend very well into the background scenery. So Celephiel can hear Dag pointing out we've got movement over there, but let's see some perception checks and see if you are actually able to track what Dag is talking about.
Didn't we encounter chain devils in our background thing?
I was clearing my throat at that moment. Did we encounter them where?
In our background cult activity thing?
There was supposedly a chain devil that was being revived, but we never actually came into contact with it. But that was what we were trying to stop, and I believe successfully.
Okay, I had remembered there was something about a chain devil in that whole background. So okay.
Yeah, we did stop the ritual, which was why the new cultists were doing what they were doing at the start of the campaign. So yeah, in regards to that, Selephiel does not really see what Dag is talking about. He sees that he's pointing towards this giant anchor point, but I don't know.
Everybody get ready. I'll have my shield and my hammer out.
Now, let's see what Selephiel is doing on his initiative, because we are in initiative.
Okay. I'm going to get on Zephyr 2.0, and I want to take to the air to see if I can get a better view of what they're talking about.
Okay, well, we've already rolled the perception check there, so you're not seeing anything right now. Are you just moving around?
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of circling the area. Did you catch that?
I did. I'm just. Are we? We are on the same map, right? I'm just waiting to see if your token is going to move around before I proceed.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't going to just circle it in the air, but unless you wanted me to. So.
Well, no, you don't necessarily have to circle. I'm just waiting to see where your token is going so that I know where it's at when my turn comes up.
It's probably going to end up around this area.
Okay.
Remember to use your flying token.
Thank you very much.
Well, now you can see it once it steps out into the. Once it steps out onto the dirt, it's very easy to see. And this thing looks like it's charging Dag with murderous intent as Grulok's turn comes up. Let's go ahead and have Justin control Grulok this round.
Alright, can he see that guy through that big chain or what?
He's getting glimpses of the movement, yeah.
So he'll get to there with a single move, and then he'll ready his greatsword. If that thing gets within melee reach, he'll attack it.
Okay. Okay, and two bearded devils are breaking from the anchor point, and they are attempting a summon. Both of which will fail. That will conclude their turn. For Nadir, go ahead.
Alright, you know what? Hell with these guys. I'm gonna fireball those sons of bitches, but I'm gonna switch it from fire to electricity.
All right. Well, the chain devil not so good, but both of the bearded devils seem to have made it. Okay, and lightning is going to dish out full to the chain devil. And the same to the bearded devils, lest their saving throw negation.
Okay, and then I fly a little over that way, and that's it.
Okay, so we got all the damage on them, and that will bring it up to Squee.
Is it just the two, or is there a third one?
There is a third one, yeah, it's out there on top of the chain.
Oh, I see. He's hard to see. Okay. This is the one charging with murderous intent.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one I will shoot. I will do my steady, whatever. I suppose it won't have sneak attack damage.
Why not?
I don't know, it doesn't have to be in threatened melee or me from surprise.
You have advantage, that's all you need.
Oh, well then get wrecked.
Got it. Seems to catch that one out of nowhere as it's charging at Dag, and what the?
And a turn for me.
Alright, Dag, your turn.
All right, I'm going to cast a spell. We're going to center on this one. We're going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So that should cover all three.
Man, those bearded devils can't be touched with their saves, but the chain devil can do nothing right.
With that, I'm going to send Panzer out. And that'll be end of turn.
Okay, so Dawn, back up to the top for you.
Okay, so we're gonna fly to here. Oh, how'd I grab that too? I'm going to dismount. And then I'm going to attack Fairy Fire.
Okay. Well, that will be 2 for 2 attacks with the Warhammer, just breaking this thing down into more manageable pieces. And by the time it gets its first turn, it's going to have 5 hit points left.
And I'm done. Or end of turn. Actually, the Pegasus is going to continue its move, come around here, and hit it with its hooves. Or maybe not.
Yeah, my AC is better than an 11, fortunately.
Now it's end of turn.
Okay, well, the Chain Devil just holds up its arms in a grandiose display of power as the 2 nearest chains to it, gigantic in size, but still subject to its control, suddenly start moving and thrashing about on the ground, and this thing looks like it's just ready to send one of these chains smashing into your entire group. And that's going to bring it to Grulok's turn, because that's really all the Chain Devil can do right now is animate the chains.
Is that still me, or what?
Let's go ahead and have Dawn control Grulok this turn.
Oh,
very,
I'm gonna come and I'm gonna go smash.
So easy to forget he's not here when I can see the character is right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna smash him.
Heart and soul, heart and soul. Oh yeah. And the chains movement suddenly comes to a crashing halt in the sand and rocks as the Chain Devil falls dead where it stands.
Then I'm going to move over here and attack with my second attack.
I'm kind of glad that Chain Devil didn't get a chance to use that attack. That probably would have sucked.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Based on the nature of the encounter, though, I think the charge towards Dag was more fitting than the tactical advantage that arguably it held, where it could have just started throwing chains at you from where it was. In any case, the Bearded Devils, I got 1 on Grulok and 1 on the Pegasus, looks like. Okay, so first on Grulok. It looks like a hit with the beard and a miss with the glaive. Con save is called for from Grulock. Go ahead and roll that, Don. Successful on that, so we're just looking at the 6 piercing, and next 2 attacks are on Zephyr. I think that's 2 for 2, and con saves as well. And 1 more of those, because each of the attacks... Yep. Looks like you're good on both accounts, so just some damage. And Nadir's turn comes up.
Alright, let's go ahead and get that guy off of our new friend, the Pegasus. And I'm going to hit him with a chill touch.
That would be double 11-11s.
Right. Okay, so that will be a successful attack with the chill touch. Full damage on the bearded devil. And looks like we are over to Squeeze turn then.
Okay, let's do some movement. I'll do a bonus action dash. Oh, this guy? Hold on, let's get into flanking position then.
Alright.
And I will swap and get my short sword out with my deft hands.
I dig it. So,
And stab him.
oh, we're falling back to our old ways. You left him with 1 hit point.
I mean, I used my Fury of the Small.
Nice. Ah! Well played.
Yeah, so I meant to do that.
Alright, so that'll bring it to Dag up next.
I'm going to do a catapult. All right, we're going to do catapult. I thought I had it on my thing, but it's not up there. We're going after that one, obviously.
Okay, of course he makes the save right on the money.
And then we're going to move Panzer up to him.
Cool, cool.
And that'll be it for this one. End of turn.
Awesome. So, Celestial, see if you can finish this last one off.
All right, since Panzer is giving me an opportunity to get advantage on this one,
That is 2 for 2, and he's got a handful of hit points left after that. Not in the greatest shape.
and the Pegasus.
That will be a miss.
And that will end his turn.
Okay, so John, go ahead and take over Grulock here.
Oh, wait, where are you? Other green skin. Where's the monster?
He is just, yeah, there he is.
Ah! Bonk.
Looks like a flank to me. And Grulock sends this thing's head flying down the hill and rolling well out of sight. And that's how you want to kick off your first combat of level 8. Everybody's still pretty much at full hit points except for your steed, and your frontline fighter is missing a tiny sliver off of his HP bar.
Time for a short rest.
I am going to take a very short rest here out of game. Just step away out of the seat. I'm going to send us to the in-game but not on camera screen here, so feel free to continue your RP for a couple moments. I shall be right back.
We need to watch out for these things. I'll bet there's more hiding around here somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So we found these chains. Do we see what they were attached to?
It doesn't seem to be any trace of it. I have to wonder if perhaps whatever these chains were attached to got away. Perhaps they weren't able to hold it.
It's possible. Whatever it was, it happened a long time ago. It doesn't seem to be related to this incident.
No, but by studying these, we may learn more about what is happening with Ultramel.
That's true. I'll get to working over here on checking out what's going on with these chains at their base. See what you can find out about the links themselves, maybe. See what broke them. Maybe there's some, I don't know, marks or spell. Who knows? Check them out.
Yeah, so I feel you and I should do a little bit of aerial reconnaissance. See if we can, if there's anything in a hill or valley or something that we can't see from here.
Excellent idea. And then after we're done with this, do you still remember how to get to where the bugs were? Those giant bugs you were talking about?
Yeah, I saw the area. It looked like there was a nest of them, so it should be hard to track them down.
Okay, so after we try to get some answers from here, we'll go over there, and hopefully Lulu is available to be helped.
And not eaten.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure Lulu's not eaten. But we'll see what we can find out about these chains, and then we'll make our way back towards Lulu from here.
I'm back.
Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're inspecting the chains, particularly the base and where the broken links are, to see if we can figure out what broke them, what's actually holding the base, any information we can gain about them individually.
Okay. No rolls required on that, just some time in investigation. Doesn't reveal much, but in its simplicity, it may reveal everything you need to know. After examination, you can tell that some intense supernatural force caused one or more of these links to sunder. And while you can't ascertain the exact cause of the damage, what you are able to conclude is undeniable proof that breaking the chains of Elturel is not beyond the realms of possibility.
So it's possible. We'll have to find out more, figure out what actually broke these chains.
Okay, and since something broke these chains, it means that whatever was attached to them escaped or was sunken into the sand.
Well, me and Don are doing a flying reconnaissance, kind of checking out the area, see what we can find.
Yep, it's all pretty similar to each other. You do see a few areas of refuse that are stacked up near the center and the northern parts of the map. These are good spots to gather scrap metal and spare parts for your vehicle if you want to take the time to add some of that to the vessel.
Definitely point that out to Dag as we find it. I don't know if we need it or what.
Oh yeah, he can see definite worth in the scrap pile, although upon zooming a bit further to the north, that seems to be more of a bone pile. If you have a necromancer in the group, they may find some use out of that. Can't spell necromancer without romance.
I'm just trying to raise a family in peace.
Right, right. I
Okay.
need you all to help me come avenge my brother. You have my sword, and my axe, and your brother.
It's always a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, after we get this taken care of, if Dad gets some supplies, some spare parts, we're gonna head over to where that nest is that Lulu was supposedly taken towards.
Oh, absolutely. The big issue is that the river Styx is directly between you and it, so we're still kind of stuck traversing this side of the river trying to find a way across. And that will lead us to our next encounter after the Sundered Chains, where it seems that we may have found just what we're looking for, a possible way across. And as you see this site far off in the distance, the map speaks once again to Celephiel. The flying fortresses of Avernus need fuel, and what better fuel than the souls of the damned? As you get closer, you can see a massive iron structure that appears to be a pair of docking arms, straddles the river Styx, and extends out over it. Hefty clamps, chains, and bars are fixed to the docking arms to lash large vessels between them. Looks like this thing has the facilities to maybe actually grapple your vehicle and literally transport it to the other side of the river.
Well, ain't that interesting?
Can you make any use out of that, Dag?
Well, I guess it's worth noting that there are devils aplenty crawling all over this thing. So it's not an abandoned site.
I could probably make use out of it, but it seems to be a bit spicy at the moment.
What? Spicy?
Lots of devils.
I'm so hungry.
We have food, but as you know, it's not good food.
Oh, squee hungry for real food.
Does it look like they're in operation, or are they just hanging out over there?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a place of business, and there are people working on one vehicle that looks similar in class to yours. It just has different weaponry by the looks of it. And that is being worked on the other side of the river.
I suppose we can just try going over there and seeing what the cost of passage is.
I feel very uncomfortable with that, but if this is the only way for us to get across, Nadir, would you deal with them?
Of course. There may be other ways, but this seems to be the most convenient at the moment.
Great, horny devils.
They're gonna want a soul coin.
Well, as you arrive at the docks themselves, let's get you guys actually onto the map. A brief second. I have you scattered all over here, actually. I was kind of toying around with this map earlier. But I will make no assumptions about who will be where, and I'll just stack you all in the same location.
Okay, that just looks cool.
Yeah, another one designed by Pogs Props, Stygian Docks. All of these are optional encounters that the more I read on them, the more I thought, well, I'll toss them in and maybe we'll visit them and maybe we won't. This one I thought would be more likely than the chains for the last one, but as you can see, I had a map built for that just in case we did decide to stop there. And as you guys drive your vehicle up along this little road here to the south of where you're all currently standing, this horned devil just kind of flies up in front of your vehicle and waves, maybe not friendly, but he's not directing his forces to assault you, so maybe that's something. And he is waving at your approach.
I will raise my hand in greeting.
Well, as he gets closer, you can see that this horned devil is covered in engine oil, and he is chewing a shard of smoking red-hot coal in his mouth. And he appears very fascinated with your vehicle as you guys arrive. Oh, it's a very nice demon grinder. Yes, it is. Yes, where did you come across this one?
I assume he's staying in Infernal.
He is.
I will reply in Infernal. We got it from a lucrative trade with a hag.
Oh,
We would like to cross a river.
the Hag Maggie. Yes, the Hag Maggie. She makes good machines. Good machines, Maggie does. You want to cross? You want to upgrade your machine, maybe? Upgrades. Basilstein sells upgrades. His crew can make your vehicle better, stronger, run longer. You want?
I will have to discuss it with our mechanic. What kind of upgrades are we talking?
Weapon replacements, armor upgrades, possible magic gadgetry.
So I'll kind of look back and say in common so the rest can understand me. This guy's trying to barter. He wants to know if we want upgrades to the vehicle. Apparently there's some people here who can do that.
I would prefer if we get across and not have to deal with these creatures as quickly as possible.
Well,
Yeah, if they want me to upgrade anything, it's going to cost them heavy.
you're gonna have to deal with Basilstein. Basilstein owns these docks. The Horned Devil replies in common to Celefiel's comment, but rest assured, Basilstein will not cheat you. Basilstein will give you a good deal. Basilstein does not negotiate for souls, but if you have soul coins, Basilstein will negotiate.
For now, we're just looking to get across. We may come back to get some upgrades after we have accomplished what we need to do.
You want to get across? Very well, very well. How many in your group? I
kind of point to those of us that are visible.
You have.
I will not need to go across. I can get across myself with my horse.
You come to the docks to use your horse to cross. That is not acceptable. You come to the docks to use the docks. You pay. You pay. Pay.
Have this one vehicle and the passengers. That is what we wish to cross.
Very well. I see no issues with this. This will run 1, 2, 4, 9. How many soul coins do you have?
I thought it would be one vehicle, so one coin.
One vehicle, one coin. One vehicle, one coin. Small vehicle. Devil riders, yes. One vehicle, one coin. Large vehicles tend to cost more.
And 3?
Ooh, 3, yes. 3 coins, yes. Or a favor. 3 coins or a favor. 3 coins and a favor. You tell me.
They say, give me 3 coins so we can get this over with.
I'll give up a coin.
What?
Is there like 2 left over right now, or 1 left over? It's in the bag.
Yeah,
Grulak will give a coin.
okay.
So, yeah, there was 1 left over because we had 9 being carried.
And then the last one that was on the floor of the vehicle.
Yeah. So 1 on the floor, 1 from Dag, 1 from Gulak. And there we go, 3 coins.
Wow, 3 coins for 1 passage. Must be desperate. Are you sure you don't want to do the favor?
Can we cross now, please?
Oh, very well. Needn't be so pushy. Time is irrelevant here, after all. It could be yesterday for all you know. And he starts directing his crew to anchor these large chains to your vehicle, and they give it a couple test lifts, swing it around over the bank side of the river, making sure that the equipment is up to specs before they give it a good wheel over the river, connecting you to the other side, and you are good to go on your way.
Take note of all the structure and everything best I can as we're crossing.
Very cool. And if the map holds up its accuracy, which you know full well that it won't, but you do follow it to the best of your abilities, because it's really the only guide that you have.
That would suck if we just crossed over to the same side we were just on.
Well, that is in fact exactly what happens. About an hour later, as you guys are traveling along this side of the river, you spot a familiar spiky treed hilltop with trees that have your names inscribed into them at the base. And there's a brief moment of confusion, anger, panic, as you guys eventually just realize, well, this is the nature of the shifting landscape, and hopefully we get to where we're going. So go ahead and roll a land operation there, Jason.
If I can, I'll give him the help action because I'm also proficient with land vehicles.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. So we'll be rolling it with advantage. Very good. And you navigate through some rather treacherous flatlands along another side of the River Styx before you realize this might not be the River Styx. You think you're actually traveling along this Styx-like lake here in the center of the map near this Tower of Erm. And the Sundered Chains. You happen to come past another set of those. Or is that the same? Yeah, those are the same chains. There's that chain devil that you guys killed earlier. So this map has you going all over the place in the same very small patch of real estate before you finally hear the map announce, "Fallen angels are meat for hell wasps. Steer clear. lest you nourish their young with your flesh.
I think we found what we're looking for.
Need be on your guard. Those big insects that came for Lulu are probably in abundance here.
Oh yeah, and these nests are many, and they occupy a lot of real estate here on the ground and up high above. It's very similar to like a geonosis kind of topography here, in that you once again reach an area that the vehicle is not going to make it very effectively. There's certain areas in between valleys that you can take it, but you could easily be just wasting fuel trying to drive around to find a correct spot. So you deem it necessary to park over here before progressing on foot further in.
Well, looks like this one may be a grind.
Hmm. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, I can do this. Divine Sense. I could use this 4 times. But I could sense for Celestials as well. Lulu is Celestial, I believe, being a Hollyphant.
Yeah, yeah. While
So
she is not within 60 feet of you, you do have a general sense of where she's at. You and she are the only Celestials on this plane that you're aware of, so you feel pretty confident that that sensation from that direction is where you need to go.
So that's what I will point out.
And upon encountering this particular hell wasp nest, you spot a gigantic sack of wet, papery material that floats high above the surface of hell. Angelic figures with feathery wings stick to its surface like flies in amber, their bodies struggling futilely underneath layers of gunk. Iron chains at the bottom of the structure tether it to the hellish landscape.
We need to rescue them.
Let's get to it.
Do you sense that they are celestial? This could be a trick.
I will use my Divine Sense again.
They are indeed celestial. Their current positioning along the exterior of the nests and the position of the chains that access the interior of the nests, you've only got 2 party members that can fly. So, i.e., there's only 2 of you that can reasonably try to rescue these things. And again, it is worth noting this is not an absent or abandoned landscape. There are hell wasps aplenty within 60 to 100 feet, buzzing around, doing their stuff. They're not currently paying attention to your movement, although you do imagine anything that would reasonably get their activity probably would involve what you guys are discussing right now.
How big are the chains?
They're decent sized, like giant chains, not necessarily the size that are anchoring Elturel to hell, but these are massive, thick chains that are anchoring these nests.
We're going to need to find a way to, because if we touch those strands up there, we're going to get stuck as well. Nadir, do you have any means to disrupt or destroy them from a distance without harming the angels?
Not without harming the angels. Best we can do is try to carry the others in flight, or climb up on the inside, clear out what's in this nest, and then maybe cut through to the outside.
See if we can pull one down. Maybe get it down to our level.
not sure what's holding it up. I mean, the chains are holding it down, so there's whatever force is lifting it into the sky is powerful enough that they need to hold it there.
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Yeah, we need to find a way to get us up there.
Closer examination reveals that this is not a one side, other side kind of thing where these angels are gooey on one side and completely clean on the other. It seems like they've rolled around in this for a while before becoming stuck in their current position, so it's very much like something trapped in a spider web or something trapped in tree sap, almost.
All right, I'm going to go up to the chains and see if I can pull on it.
All right, I'm gonna ride the Pegasus
The
up
chains,
to one of the angels.
the chains cannot be pulled. It's way too heavy and way too massive of a force. You would imagine you could be 10 times your size and still be unable to move this thing. And flying up closer to the exterior is what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna reach out a hand to one of the angels and see if I could grab their hand and see if I could pull them away. If all they need is just a little bit of force to get them off the sticky stuff.
Okay. You can tell without any rolling that this is not. They just need a helping hand to get free. Like, they are firmly bound here, and any attempt to retrieve them is going to require some serious force or some kind of damage to this actual nest.
So this may be a long shot. You think some of that demon ichor might melt that stuff away?
Probably, but we don't want to get it on them because we know that the effects are very unpredictable.
So I'm rolling that arcana to see if I can think of what kind of magic's in play here, or what kind of effect we might be best served with on this situation.
You feel like you're dealing with, like, alchemist glue here, for lack of a better comparison. Like, there's not actual alchemist glue that's been poured on these things, but the mechanical effect you're feeling would be similar.
So would alcohol dissolve it?
Not plain alcohol, like you would need a proper counter, some kind of special agent, like an Agent Orange or something like that.
So I'll explain this to the group. It looks like it might be some sort of, almost like an alchemical glue type substance. We would need like the counteracting solvent to really make any headway here, or perhaps break down that entire nest to the point where it can't hold them anymore.
All right. With that, I have an alchemist kit. Let me see if I can come up with something for this. Thought I had one, anyways.
Yeah, or some sort of fire, but using fire would end up hurting them.
I found it. What role do you want on that, Dan?
I guess the toolkit roll, whatever it is that comes with that. So while we're just going through the mindset of trying to tackle this task, the enormity of it quickly becomes clear, especially as we have people flying up there and checking it out closer, and Dag is trying to concoct something of, okay, well, I have this many ingredients, and I have this much space to cover, and then you realize this is only one nest. There's another nest over there with 15 or 20 angels adhered to it with no way to escape. There's another nest over there that's the same. There's probably 60 of these nests around you. 30 angels per nest, 60 nests. You guys are starting to realize your limitations in what you can and cannot do here. You're going to encounter a lot of things that you want to accomplish, and it's just not feasible. If you want to try to come up here and rescue one angel, you might be able to do that. Is that really the intent, though? You're basically freeing its soul so that it can move on to the next plane of existence. How do you determine which angel gets that and which 600 angels don't?
Right. And our main focus has to be Lulu right now because she's the one who knows where we're going.
Very true. You might just end up getting yourselves captured right along with her if you try to free people who are already pretty much dead.
All right, let's go find Lulu.
All right, so at least even if we do come across Lulu, I've got a solution, no pun intended, to the getting them unstuck. Perhaps Lulu is stuck in the same thing.
You're
Great. That will be,
Right.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, you're reasonably confident. You won't, of course, know until you try it, but your knowledge of alchemy and what have you, you're pretty confident that you've got the solution. Pun intended.
You just see that, after looking at all this, Sluffiel has just become very down and dejected. And it's just the enormity of this whole thing just starts weighing very heavily on him.
Well, considering that we had an amazing epic combat earlier and obtained level 8, had a visit at the Stygian docks, cleaned the floor with a chain devil and a couple bearded devils, this is maybe not the theme of how we want to end this session. However, this is the minute that we have run out of time for tonight. So this is where we will pick it up, entering the Hell Wasp nests next Tuesday. We do have our out of character show tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that after everyone says their goodbyes. I'll pass it on to Justin here.
Yeah, so thanks for stopping by and playing with us, hanging with us, watching us play. Anyway, and you got to witness us nearly all die. So that was fun, wasn't that fun? Okay, good. And hopefully we'll have a lot more fun in the next few sessions we got coming up, and hope to see you there.
So yeah, this was an awesome game. Had a blast. I mean, the sense of danger is what makes it exciting. If you don't have that, you're just gonna feel like you win everything. Tonight was one of those nights. We were expecting to play a different game, but that alone pulled the excitement back in, and it was a good game. It was a really good game. So I look forward to doing our OOC and talking more about this particular game itself.
I think it's very clear who saved the day here, slaying all the devils in their path, really earning his right to hold the shield for like a minute, I think. So, yeah, join us next week. I think that's going to be the week.
I think at most that Squee earned about 32 seconds of holding the shield while I'm holding down Squee to make sure that he doesn't run off with the thing. However, I am glad that I was proven wrong when I was automatically at the point of, hey, look at this, we're all dead. So I am so glad that I was proven wrong on that one. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We had a great time.
Amazing turnaround indeed. I thought for sure I was going to have to implement one of the plans of what happens if I drop the entire party. Because death doesn't necessarily have to be the end, especially when you're already in hell. I mean, there's all kinds of fun ways that they can get you even after that point. I had a great time tonight. Excellent kick-ass combat there. I definitely encourage you guys to go back and watch that, our viewers and our players alike. Extra special thanks to Valtheris and DJ H and Seraphony for dropping in tonight during our live stream and chatting with us, just hanging out, watching for a bit. Hope you find time to watch the rest of this later on, and I hope you enjoy it. Tomorrow night's Double OC, we are going to have our usual Q&A trifecta, followed by a Star Wars trivia contest that has been long in the waiting. And I just know that even though you guys have had an extra week to prepare for it, I wasn't able to do it last week because of my migraine. I know even with my migraine, I could have kicked you guys' butts. But with an extra week to study, I'm confident that you guys still will not come close. I'm going to just utterly wipe the floor with you guys. So, I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you very much, guys, for kicking ass tonight, and we will catch you next time. Good night.